Longchen Nyingtik Meditation. Part 1. Freedoms and Advantages. Meditation 2. Reflecting on the 10 particular advantages related to Dharma. Please read the compost instruction first. Refuge Prayer. Residing in the sky, filling the whole of vastness, are the Lama, Idan deities, and the Dakinis. Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha of sublime beings. Devotedly, sentient beings of the 6 realms, and I take refuge in you. Aspiration Prayer. The infinity of sentient beings and I have been Buddhas from the very beginning. Having realized such fundamental nature, I generate supreme bodhicitta. Contemplate the 10 advantages. That is, the 5 individual advantages and 5 circumstantial advantages. The so-called individual advantages pertain to personal factors conducive for Dharma practice. Specifically, they are 1. Born a human. Without being born a human, one would be incapable of practicing the Dharma. At present, you have already obtained a human body. This is something to rejoice over. Two, possessing complete sense faculties. Although you have obtained a human body, if your sense faculties are incomplete or unhealthy, especially if you suffer from a mental dysfunction, such as dementia or insanity, then it is impossible for you to practice the Dharma, no matter how supreme it is. At present, your six sense faculties are complete, so you are free from this impediment. Three, born in a central Buddhist region. Although you have all your senses, if you were born in a land where the Dharma is unavailable, you would have no chance to receive teachings. Since you were born in a central region where the Dharma is flourishing, complete with Dharma of transmission and the Dharma of realization, this is not a concern. Four, without a conflicting lifestyle. Although you were born in a central region, should you enter a wrong path with your mind sullied by mistaken views, you wouldn't be inclined to practice virtue. At present, your life does not run contrary to the Dharma, and you abide by the law of cause and effect. Thus, a reason for cheer. Five, have faith in the Dharma. Although you're not living an ethical life, if you don't have faith in the Buddhist doctrine, then practicing the Dharma is out of the question. However, now that you have aroused faith in Buddhism and turned your mind toward the Dharma, you are ready to put it into practice. These 5 factors are called the 5 individual advantages. To become familiar with them, first read the book and commit the text to memory. To be born a human in a central place with all one's faculties, without a conflicting lifestyle, and with faith in the Dharma. Then close the book and reflect on them in your mind, one by one, until you genuinely feel this. In regard to personal factors, I truly have great advantages in this life. Otherwise, I could have been born mute or not born a human at all. Should that have been the case, how could I ever get a chance to follow the Dharma path? With such deliberation, you are sure to feel joyful about your good fortune. The so-called 5 circumstantial advantages are factors for practicing the Dharma that are dependent upon circumstances other than one's own. Specifically, they are: 1. A Buddha has appeared. If a Buddha has not appeared in this world, there would be no way to come across the Dharma. However, you are now living in an era during which Buddha Shakyamuni has come. So you have the first circumstantial advantage. 2. A Buddha has preached the Dharma. Although a Buddha has come to this world, if he had not taught the Dharma, no one would benefit. But since Buddha Shakyamuni has turned the wheel of Dharma 3 times, you possess the second circumstantial advantage. Three, the Buddha's teaching still exists. Although a Buddha has taught, if his doctrine had died out, it wouldn't serve any purpose to beings. But at present, Buddha Shakyamuni's doctrine is still thriving without fading away. Therefore, you have the third circumstantial advantage. Four, the Dharma can still be followed. Although the Buddha's teachings still exist, unless you follow them, they are of no benefit to you. Now that you have already entered the Buddhist path, you have this fourth advantage. Five, being accepted by qualified teachers. Although you have taken up the Dharma, if qualified teachers had not accepted you, you wouldn't have any idea about the profound Dharma. However, at present, you are under the care of qualified teachers of wisdom and compassion. So you have the fifth circumstantial advantage. A Buddha has appeared and has taught the Dharma. His teachings still exist and can be followed. And there are Dharma teachers who are kind-hearted toward students. These 5 are called the 5 circumstantial advantages. Since you are missing none of them, you must be extremely happy. Next, think. Now that I have in my possession the 10 advantages, I must strive to practice the Dharma persistently in order to make my precious human existence most meaningful. Dedication prayer. Through this goodness, may omniscient Buddhahood be attained, and thereby may every enemy, mental defilement, be overcome. May beings be liberated from the ocean of samsara that is troubled by waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death.